July's astrology is very interesting and it really kicks off this week. Welcome in. This is going to be a state of the mind for the week. Aries through Pisces, timestamps in the comments so you can check out your sun, moon, rising, etc. I hope these messages do resonate with you. Big transformative time. Many astrological aspects this week. We're going into retrograde season big time, as well as a huge full moon in Capricorn. So let's see how the state of the mind is for you. And let's begin. Do keep in mind the timestamps if you need them. Thank you for watching all of it. I appreciate the likes and subscribes so much. All right, here we go with Aries. Okay, Aries and everybody listening, this is a spread about your mind, your thoughts. We have Venus and Gemini, a lot of Gemini energy. This is how we think, how we talk, how we communicate, technology, siblings. Oh, let's see, so many things. Your thoughts. What I feel for you in your trap fixed mind, 10 of Pentacles. You know, you're doing well. You've reached some goals and you're really wanting to know more. And that is seriously the theme of the week. Okay, I've made it. I want to reap some rewards. When are they coming? In your unconscious mind, you have the strength. You may be questioning it. That is a lot of energy going on this week as well. It's like, I'm in this gap. Do I stop or do I keep going? I want you guys to know, collectively, keep going. Know you have the strength. Major Arcana card here, Leo energy, fire though, Aries, understand that. Here in your cluttered mind is you having to be the boss about everything, be in charge, bring passion, take care of the family, single parent kind of energy. Some of you having to be the father to everybody. Some of you missing the father, lacking the father, but nonetheless having to keep going day in and day out. When you feel like you've reached a pentacle, what's next? Do I have the strength? And I think in your very much screaming mind with the Lovers, there are decisions to make. There is a balance that you need within you. This can be about love if that's what you're asking about. I would say this is about new love coming in, very much fire energy again. And interestingly enough, Gemini energy as well. Told you it's strong. But really, if this is just about you, my Aries friend, congratulations. You have been putting in the work. You've reached the goals. There's some decisions to make and you can do it. But in your calm mind, what needs to happen is you need to take a little bit of a break, calm your mind, remember ways that are meaningful for you this week to ground and calm yourself. How do you like to do that? Is it yoga? Is it taking a walk? Soaking in Epsom salts? But the key here that you need to ask yourself, how can I reduce stress this week? Everything's going pretty good. You've got the balance, the leadership, the strength. I feel like you've had stability coming in. And you are just asking me what's next. And I'm telling you, everything that you've been asking for is coming. The first half of the year was like, what is happening? The second half of the year is going to be like, oh, I get it now. I get it. And I want to pull an alchemy card for you, Aries. 555. I want to say too, our spiritual connection is totally ramping up this week. You're going to get downloads you've never had before. telepathy, your clairs, all of that, your connection to God, to your higher self is really kicking into gear this month and will continue. It's a leveling up. And 555, when you see this, is about angelic protection, contract renegotiation, spiritual path, your life purpose, because you are ready for the next thing, Aries. Empowerment, beliefs, truth, and spiritual expansion. What a week for you, Aries, to get that reading. Let's go. Thank you for being here. I will catch you on the next one. Check out the rest of your chart in these readings. Hello, Taurus, my friend. How are you? If you haven't watched any of the other readings, the spread is about things going on in your thought, your mind, things you need to talk about. We have planets moving into Gemini, your Uranus, about your galactic communication, telepathy, repeating numbers, new dreams, a leveling up in your spiritualness, and Venus in Gemini, getting you out there, socializing more, wanting to do things. And I feel in your trapped mind right now is all good stuff. Good things have been coming in. You want more of it. You're celebrating small victories, fire energy, and you want to know where it's going to go. Many of you are really feeling that emperor, leader, ruler kind of energy. Please be in control, but not controlling others or under control. Because that can have you trapped in your mind, okay? We want to feel free and fun with that card. And here's the Page of Wands. In your unconscious mind, Taurus, you're ready for new beginnings, new passions, new interests, hobbies, all these things that we're shifting into. A higher heart, a connection with our consciousness, and you want these new beginnings. And some of you, it may relate back to a lot of heartache that you're feeling, and the spinning of your mind, the clutter in your mind. It relates back to trauma, hurt, pain, grief, sadness. And what is in your screaming mind is you want this to end. You want a new beginning. You're ready for the ending of this. And in your calm mind, you know it's time to move on. You have to welcome in the new and leave this, I always say monkey mind, but it's not that. It's that racing mind and heart. Your heart is racing too. So find things to calm yourself. This energy of the planet shifting, and we're going into retrograde season. All this energy frequencies are kicking up. That's why you're able to feel these electromagnetic frequencies hit your body, your thoughts. And I really feel like you're in tune with it, and deep, you know what you have to communicate is that you need to move on from the past to calm your mind and welcome in the new. And Taurus, whatever brings you some joy, go out. With this full moon this week, let go of really all of this stuff. And you decide which way you want to walk. Make it fun. Make it everything you've ever wanted. And out for you comes the stars, inspiration. And that's what I want you to feel this week as you really shift forward. And the energy around this is about shining your own light, moving away from this, letting it go once and for all, seeing the beauty now in everything that you can celebrate, opportunities, possibilities coming in, and also prayer, light work, positive energy, and hope. All right, Taurus, there's been a lot of shifting in your sign. I hope this makes sense to you. Check out other signs in your chart, moon and rising, for example, if you'd like more information. But it's pretty clear. You're here not only to be inspired, but to inspire others. And that's what you're moving towards. Thank you. Catch you on the next one. Hi, my Gemini friend. How are you? Everything's shifting into your sign. Lord knows you're going to feel it. You have a tower here too. Don't freak out because this is in your unconscious mind. We all have these fears. Now, in your fixed mind is the Knight of Pentacles. I think that things have been good at work, good with finances. Okay. Like you're okay. But there's so much more you want, that you desire, that you're looking for. You're looking for the messages. Like, when have I made the wrong decisions? Will the money ever come in? I think this all the time. And the energy that I understand to share with you is to please don't stop now. Keep going. Again, first half of the year was like, what? Why did that happen? Second half is going to explain and help us understand why and level us up. Now, what is in your cluttered mind that you keep thinking about is, well, actually, this is your unconscious mind, as I mentioned, and this is your cluttered mind. You want to change. You want, if you don't get a raise or you don't get a promotion, you're going to go out and find something new. And that is a strong energy here, a lot of earth energy going on. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Here we have Aries and fire energy, just to keep you guys on track. But listen, you want a new beginning. And I think many of you, Gemini, watching this are fearing this change, right? Am I going to get fired or am I going to get promoted? Kind of a feeling. This, or choices you're going to make, but new beginnings come in this area. Venus is strong in your chart now, in Gemini. It is about love, money, the things you want. Here in your screaming mind is you want help. You want cooperation. You want to talk about these ideas. Big ideas coming in. Lots of social feelings and wanting to talk and get out and do this. And I think you should. In your calm mind, you're still wrapped up in negative self-talk, that in fear of what this change is. All right. So understand, though, there is some sort of cosmic connection here with the people you meet that will move you forward, Gemini. Towers are not always bad. This is a leveling up, especially I feel for Geminis, Cancerians too, not to pick on anybody else. But please see this as a way, a time, and a reason to talk about the things you really want, the new things you want, the new jobs, the new ideas, the new hobbies, and look for help. Find your tribe that wants to do it too. Don't stay stuck in a mindset of lack, of fear. So let's pull an alchemy oracle card for my Gemini friends that just keep you going through this change. Wow. First of all, reflection. What do you really want? What's the next life path? And with it, we're going to get rid of that fear and open up this new beginning with help. And for you, Gemini, you got 2 cards. This 234 is about everything in your life is coming into alignment, trusting the universe, knowing you're exactly where you need to be, and a spiritual path of recovery, which is exactly what that's about. All right. You've got this. Don't worry, the change, it brings in a lot of great things for you. So have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you on the next one. If this didn't resonate, check out your moon rising. Peace. Hello, my Cancer friends. Wow, looky here. Look what is in your mind right now. New beginnings, knowing the truth, knowing what you really want. And that is key. That is the turning point of July that many are talking about. All right. So you're right there. You're right there, feeling that space, the gap, wondering when it's going to come. In your unconscious mind, you're doing the things you need to. You're staying grounded in all of this turbulence. Jupiter and Cancers could amplify that, but I feel like you've managed to calm the waters, nurture yourself, find new ways of nurturing yourself, because your cluttered mind is not cluttered. You feel balance in your mind. You know what you want, and you feel very clear about it, not cluttered, and your heart is clear about it. And if you're not in a relationship, because this is wonderful, but if you're not in a relationship, you're really coming to a new connection with your higher self, and that is what these days and times call for. Now, you do have the death, but this is all about the endings and these new beginnings coming in. It really is a brand new you. It's not just a new phase. It's a whole new you. And that is exactly, as I repeat, what the astrology calls for. These are big changes. You are going to feel an upgrade in your connections, your electromagnetic fields, your ability to see auras and colors, your ability to understand your dreams, to understand which clairs you have, clairaudio, clairvoyance, etc. Some of you will begin to astral travel. In general, though, many of you will feel like you are going into a new phase where you are a bit alone. You need balance so that you can have these new beginnings and go through this very big shift. It's a big shift into a whole new world. Now, your calm mind is ready. The Knight of Wands, you're ready, many of you, to go on this spiritual voyage. Some of you will actually make that decision to go do something wonderful for yourself, take a trip, go on a retreat, things you've not done before. You're feeling a little armored up, and having to still be in control. So work from a place of gratitude, love, and from a very high consciousness, a high heart. And this transformation will not be so difficult. For many, I believe you've already begun the shift. This is letting you know what you already do know, is that you are in the midst of this shift, and the new you, the new things, the new people, all of that is coming in. It is beginning to come in. Now let's get an alchemy oracle card. All right, Cancer. The spine for you. Now the spine, obviously, for many of you, me, we're having to have that strength, that independence that I feel around the energy of the letter I. And it's also about being the leader in your life, family, through this transformation, leading yourself to that higher place. You may have difficulty asking for help. So keep that in mind. This may be the person you need to talk to. Fire sign. Trust issues. You may feel a little resistant to some of this. You're trying to nurture and do what's right for yourself, but there is a little bit of resistance coming in. So be an independent thinker. Know truth when you see it. Be the original you and go on this journey. Trust your intuition. Have the strength to do it. All right. I'll take that advice. All right, Cancer. Have a good week, and I'll catch you on the next one. Welcome in, Leo. Listen, this is all about our scattered mind and thoughts and what's going on. It's a big week. And here you have a major arcana card, the Hermit, Virgo energy, Earth energy, endings, completions. It's got you wondering how you can heal some of that inner pain, grief. How do you find your inner strength? In your subconscious mind, unconscious mind, I should say, there's a lot of wondering why they did this. In your gut, I feel like you got stabbed in the gut, and that's how you're thinking. A lot of negative talk going on here. I want you to remember Chariot energy. Keep moving forward. Balance yourself. Know you are the soldier, the hero, the warrior. You can do the impossible. In your cluttered mind, you're not trusting your intuition. This High Priestess energy here. So I need you to calm your mind so you can trust your intuition about what happened. Whatever it is you're asking me about that has you on not only a healing journey, but a new spiritual journey. This is the new you, Leo. You want closure about this situation. You may not get it, and that's okay. And I think intuitively you know that. Your screaming mind and in your heart wants you to make a decision. In general, Leo, you could be feeling stuck, not able to trust yourself at this time. And as we go towards this full moon this week, I want you to really go ahead and make the decision. We do have a lot of retrogrades going up. So write it down, put it on paper, and then review it, rethink it, get in touch with your higher intuition, because your calm mind is on top of it. All right? You've got this. King, Queen energy. You need to communicate the things that you want and where you're headed. And it's not back that way. It is not. It is forward. And you now have put down a sword. You've made your decision. No battle here. All is well. Calling a spade, all right, and ready to move forward. Leo, this is all about you knowing what happened without getting the closure. You know what happened. Whether you did it or they did it, just move forward. That is my best advice. It's a tough decision. I hate to see you not trust what you know deep inside of you with the Hermit energy and what you intuitively know. You know what happened. Just pull the plug and move forward, You don't need this. All right. We're going to get an Alchemy Oracle card for you, Leo, my friend. And it is the Lovers. So, obviously, it could be about love, right? But this is also about Gemini energy, communicating things that you want, talking, getting out, having more fun, bringing more creativity to your life. Many of you will have new hobbies, new interests, meet new people. Have no fear. This is getting better. You're going to be able to balance the duality within you. And interestingly enough, 6 and 9s mirror each other. So you're figuring this out and you're becoming the prophet. You're taking the wisdom from these wounds and you're moving forward and creating a better life for yourself. And that is very strong energy this week and moving forward for you, Leo. That's amazing. And I want you to remember too that there is a restoration of your balance, there's a renegotiation of a lot of contracts coming up. And as we go through retrograde season, I feel you will definitely feel this deep in your soul, but you're ready to shine that inner light and trust yourself. Love it. You're putting up some good barriers. And when you say yes and mean it, when you say no and mean it, people learn to respect you. And I feel that strong energy there. All right, Leo, I hope that helps. Catch you on the next one. Virgo, you are starting off really feeling yourself, being the true, authentic you. And some of you have gone through some endings, but they're good. You're ready. You're ready to talk about it. You're ready to move forward. What is going on in your unconscious mind, though, is this tension, the hostility, whether it's still happening or not. It's an underlying vibe that triggers you a lot. So that's something to think about. It did have to do with a soulmate, a friend, a partnership of that sense, that it was a soul contract. It was a big deal. Okay? But you have had the strength to keep shining your light. You're like, let them. In your cluttered mind, though, is having to do everything yourself. Be the ruler, be the leader. You are a natural born leader, but at times it freaks you out. You're like, how much longer do I have to do this myself? When will the help come in that you're looking for, Virgo? But I believe you have the passion and the strength to keep moving on. In your absolutely screaming mind is you want things to celebrate. You're like, I am done. I've been hurt and now I am on this healing journey. Somebody come pat me on the back. Well, I'm here to do it. I'm giving you a big hug. This is a good time for big expectations and to let them come in. It's a big shift for you. It's a total change in the things that you want and expect, and you will get them. And in your calm mind, you know these small victories are coming in. Many of you are tapping into the energy of 1111, repeating numbers, knowing. You're getting the knowing. You guys, Virgo, you're getting the knowing. And if you know what I'm talking about, right? And I know you're going to get signs. Trust your intuition. These signs are not just coincidence. They're meant to happen. And that will help you stay in control. It will keep you strong and self-centered and moving down this path of victory, celebrations, some of you even to a wedding, and not just as a visitor or a guest, I mean, as getting married, or becoming part of a new partnership, whatever that means to you. All right. big energy, Virgo. Awesome. Let them. You've got this. Now let's pull an alchemy oracle card for you. All right. Love this deck. Didn't mean to bump the camera. Assessment, the table. So this is where I really want you to stop, take a minute, understand I am this. I am a natural born leader. I need to say more positive things about myself. All this negative talk has to stop. Whatever this could be, family, siblings, lovers, whatever that made you feel abandoned, angry, all those kinds of things. You're reviewing that now, taking assessment and understanding what really you deserve that's coming in, this all this good stuff that you are bringing in and manifesting. And the energy is also about looking at where you put your energy. What are we responsible for? Opportunity, clarity, the sun, and being organized. That will help. And how funny that should come out on a Virgo reading, right? All right, thank you. I do hope this helps. Again, I'll put timestamps so you can check out maybe your moon, your rising. And again, I do hope it helps. And thank you. I'll catch you on the next one. Libra, this is so cool. Let's get the camera here. It fell. I'm having to do this again for you. I'm excited though. I need you guys to understand you are part of a galactic grand air trine. Big shifts in your life, big visions, big dreams you're thinking may never come true. This is what's in your trap mind. You're thinking, how can I ever get there? After everything that happened in the first part of this year, let me tell you, the second part is you're going to start to see how it's possible. In your unconscious mind, you are giving a lot of compassion and grace to a lot of people. You're the oak tree. But you do need someone that you can lean on. You are giving yourself grace and patience. That is the key. You know there's a lot of hard work to get what you want, that you are just thinking and thinking and thinking about. But it's good for you. It's everything that you really want in your life. Some of you right now are going through renegotiations of contracts with people, offloading burdens that don't belong to you, reflecting on your possible path, okay? Some of this has to do with family, marriage, union, birthing, inheritance, rituals, and vows. Some of you, it's an opportunity to speak your truth. This is big energy, Libra. It is about healing. In your cluttered mind, you need balance. And here it is. It's your card. Some of you are seeing repeating numbers. And I want you to understand you need to offload burdens, guilt, shame, regret, all of that. Lighten your heart so that it can be balanced and you can feel good energy as you go through this shift, because you are going to get everything that you want. In your screaming mind is where you really want to move, travel, journey, move away from the situation. And your calm mind, you know it's the truth. In your heart and in your mind, the end is here. So you need to go ahead, major arcana cards, Libra, accept this ending with grace and confidence and compassion for yourself and others, because that lightens your heart, brings in this balance, and enables you to accept this ending so that all this newness can come in that you know you've been thinking about, thinking. So, a lot of air energy. Libra, you're here in your reading, but the key is really understanding this ending and how you're going to renegotiate your new life purpose and plan. And it's a big one. You got big wishes and dreams, and you need to go for it. The key is there. Open the door, lock the other one, and open the new one. Mirrors, reflection, where you do the introspective work, right? And it's your willingness to look at yourselves too. Spend a lot of time helping other people. Now it's time to help yourself to go for what you want. Lighten your heart of all that. Balance it out. Any of you having legal issues, I feel like your answers are coming in a good way. And this is also about honoring your personal boundaries. Okay? Let the end be the end, because what you really want is right out here waiting for you. Also, this is about inspiring others to reflect on who they are. Lastly, sorry, I had a cough. I want you to feel good about taking back your power and going for these things that you really want. Okay? I love that, Libra. I hope that helps. If not, check out the timestamps for your moon, rising signs. I know you hear it all the time, but it could be helpful. All right. Love you. Sending you a lot of peace, and I'll catch you on the next one. Okay, Scorpio, let's start with the state of your mind. What action do you take now is what's going on trapped in your mind. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? In your unconscious mind, a lot of air energy there, as you can tell. 8 of Pentacles. Your unconscious mind is like, I need balance. I need stability. I need financial security. But I also need my independence. I know this in my gut. It's about also being an advocate for yourself at this time, really speaking your truth. It's about, let's see, a good question you could ask yourself when you see the 8 of Pentacles. Where do I really focus my energy? So, Scorpio, have a lot of questions about rolling around in your head about what steps you take next, what's best for you, what's best for everyone around you. Now, in your cluttered mind, you have the Empress, all the queens. You're independent, you're nurturing, you can lead, you're a visionary, an intuitive, an old soul. You're on top of your emotions. You're the one who can figure out this new life purpose. It's way more than a cycle or shift for you. It's a whole new journey you're on. Now, in your screaming mind, again, is a need. 6 of Pentacles. You need balance. You need to feel right about this in your heart. You need to be feeling good where you're in touch with your higher consciousness. Your mind is clear and your heart feels balanced, where you don't walk away from a situation or go into this new plan, this new journey with any guilt, remorse, shame, anything like that. Scorpio, balance in this reading is of utmost importance to you. Now, in your calm Buddha mind is the 10 of Cups, where you're looking, you're doing the research, you're coming to the conclusions of what will bring you balance, what keeps you flowing and moving and growing with this up-leveling that you're feeling. An upgrade in not only your intuition, but where you want to be in life. And it brings endings. But for you, it's like churning up the dirt because the season is over. And this time, you're planting an entirely different crop than you did last time. because you're ready for something new, a new taste in your mouth, so to speak. Now, let's take a look. I hope that makes sense to you guys. You're not going to do anything without it feeling balanced and really true for you and everyone around you. So it will take a little bit of time, I see, but there's a lot of truth coming in. And the source is the Alchemy Oracle card that you get, Scorpio. Keeping the faith, trusting in yourself and your connection to the divine, your belief in God, the creator, Buddha, should you, Christ consciousness, and your connection with source. How beautiful is that? So I would trust in the visions you get, the downloads you get, the niggle wiggle in your tummy about what you're supposed to do. Trust it, have faith that God and the universe is guiding you on a new path that does bring in a lot of abundance, a lot of truth, and excitement for these seeds and journeys you're going on. I love that. I hope you do too. Hey, Sag. All right, here. What is going on, you guys? There's a competitive situation going on, Sag. Now, with the Six of Wands, we got a lot of fire energy here, as you can see. Six of Wands, Five of Wands. In your trapped mind, I think you are wondering, how do I get recognition in this situation? I think that on the surface, you feel some small victories, but you're not being recognized. So it takes away from the joy of the whole thing, and it leaves you wondering, like, what am I doing? So you're kind of stuck in this energy right now, and I want you to understand that you can expect this to bring in good things, but in your unconscious mind, you're still wondering how to be the competition, how to beat the competition, how to get a leg up in a certain situation. And there's just a sense of competition and jealousy, Sag, that just, it's not really true to you. And I think that when you release it, this is your cluttered mind, because you want to walk away from this. It's got your emotions feeling like all over the place, and you want to walk away from it. So I would go ahead and communicate about this or tap into your higher self, because I feel like many of you, it has to do with a work situation, a partnership of that sort, a friendship. And you may feel like making these changes and decisions and moving away will not only affect the relationship, but your money. And so there's a sense of worry about that in your screaming mind. But I still feel that you will strike a balance in your calm mind, and you'll be able to make a really heartfelt decision that's right for you about this sense of a need for being acknowledged, being what's the word I'm looking for? Getting recognized in this situation. Like, I've done the work. I climbed the ladder. Where is my gold crown? And now you're realizing, well, that's not going to happen. And what was I doing all of this for? So I do think there's a big aha moment coming here, that you feel deep in your heart that you know what you need to do that's right for you. And this all brings a sense of calmness to your mind, the Buddha mind, here in the middle, where you're like, no matter what happens, I don't know why I acted like that, because I have all the tools. I have all the abundance. I can make this work in a beautiful way for me. So it's just a big, like a little shift where things feel like a big deal. Little things are a big deal and big deals are little, and all that kind of energy. You start to really balance it out. Personal power. It all comes down to that. Again, understanding what this competition was about, what all of this, if it wasn't competition and fighting and that kind of thing, it was really leveling you up and enabling you to move on and have greater abundance and give you this personal power. Where you take back your power, you move on from something. Maybe it's just thoughts in your mind, negative self-talk. And it's your willingness to unlock the truth about whatever this little battle was. It could have been just within yourself, and now you're ready to move on, or it was something legit. But Sag, you're just taking your power back, balancing it out, and creating infinite possibilities that I know in your heart and deeply intuitively you understand. At least I hope you do, and I do hope this was helpful. And love you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hello, Capricorn, and isn't it your week with a full moon in Capricorn, and this reading showing you like, I know what I'm letting go, what I'm bringing in. I'm no longer living in the gap. I've shifted. I'm the ruler. I'm the boss. Now, first of all, I want you to take a look here at the King of Cups. A lot of water energy here, gender fluid, but this is what's in your trapped mind right now. You're good. You're chilling. You're nurturing. You're taking care of yourself. You're being gracious, humble, grateful, all that good stuff. But I know you're like, what else is out there for me? What more is waiting for me? Like, I really want to know. And actually, that's the question when you see the King of Cups. How can I live a more empowered life? And that's in your unconscious mind. You want to be the ruler, the leader of the situation. Now do this in a gracious, humble, loving way. Don't control people and don't allow yourself to be controlled. Personal boundaries are very strong energies right now. And when you see the Queen of Wands, again, similar. How can I be more connected, empowered, passionate? What do I let go of this full moon? People, places, things that just like, I'm sick of it. That's not even fun to me anymore. I like those people, but we don't relate anymore. You may be really feeling a lot of that, Capricorn. And in your scattered mind, you're like, yes, I want something new. I want to move down this calm stream, in control of the ship of my journey, so that I can let in this bright color that you see on this tarot card, Page of Swords. What sweeping changes are needed? Because you're ready. You don't really want to be swept down the river so fast you can't appreciate the change that you've made in yourself, the ruler, the natural leader that you are. But you're ready. And in your calm mind, you know that this has to happen. It's good for you. It's good for those around you. And it's like you are all the kings and queens in one reading, Capricorn. It's quite amazing. This is where you have your emotions in balance. You feel abundant. You feel passionate. You feel like you can lead yourself and others into a new beginning, and not just a new cycle, like a whole new move, job, life change. Whatever that means to you, it's strong, and it's a passionate energy. So let's get an alchemy oracle card for my Capricorn friend here, who is in charge, leading, taking care of everything. I mean, you may need a break. You're leading, you're manifesting, you're doing everything, plus you're nurturing. So do take care of yourself. The silenced, shamed. So there's a lot here that you have kept deep inside of you that's going to come out through this shift. It cannot be silenced anymore. That is for sure when you see this card, and the energy around it is about that you really have to get rid of some of the guilt issues you may have felt long ago. It may have to do with your mother and father. Many of you, it may have to do with your mom. It may have to do when she was pregnant with you. But there's also strong father energy, which is very Capricorn of you right now. But in terms of what you need to let go of, the guilt, the shame, regrets, they're not going to do you any good. And in this energy this week and moving forward, these truths will come to light, whether you really want them to or not. This is an indication of that. So understand that fear, false evidence appearing real. Just think about that. It's not real. And think about how you can communicate all the things you want. You see all the blue? Nurture, love, communication. Let go of the guilt, the shame. Use your voice and look for people who will support you in this endeavor, because then that little bit of trust, love, and support will help you stay in charge, in connection with your higher self, and calmly floating down this river of change. So that is just something to work on. And I love you, Capricorn. That's beautiful. I hope it helps. Catch you on the next one. Aquarius, let's start off with your trapped mind. Question I want to ask you when you see Six of Cups. First of all, tap into your higher self. And I want you to ask yourself, what is the deeper meaning of reminiscing in the past? What is it? What is it helping you with? What is it not helping with? And why are we stuck there? This is like your trapped mind. Okay, your emotions. Let's balance it out. Let's figure it out. Think about why you keep fixating on something in the past. What good is that? In your unconscious mind, I think you know that. The Queen of Cups. You're like, I'm in charge of this. I'm waving bye. Bye to that. But are you really? You're kind of, if I may say so, nurturing yourself with staying in the past. Sometimes that can feel like the comfortable thing to do. But in your cluttered mind, if I just stop doing that and move forward, I have all these new beginnings of abundance where I feel more grounded, more stable, more balanced, and I can start to weave new things into my life. Your screaming mind is like, yes, please. Can we stop with that? And these are mirror numbers, 6 and 9. You're like back and forth, stuck in the past. Oh, look at my future. Telling everybody how great it is, but then whoop, back. You're doing a good job of reinventing yourself a lot of times, over and over again, and so forth. But your calm mind, your Buddha mind, needs to trust your intuition. It needs to give yourself a big heart hug and know that you can take the next step and be okay. It really is okay to remember the good stuff from the past and just let it all go. There's a grip here, and you're being encouraged to nourish and heal and go on a new journey. And so what is that going to be? Because the Two of Wands begs the question of, what action do I take now? And you know what that is. You intuitively know what that is. In your root chakra, in your third eye, and in your heart. And you need to talk about it. But you're ready to take action. You just have to let go of this reminiscing about the past. You can't get it back. I hope it was good. I know there are a lot of good takeaways from it, so let's keep the positive talk going too. That's important, positive communication. Now let's get an alchemy oracle card for you, and how funny. As we talk about the 6 and the 9s and the mirror energy, same here. 6, 9. Lover's energy, prophet energy. But let me give you another look at triple nines, which is life lessons. All right. It's about mentorship too. You're becoming the prophet. You really are. So these good memories are becoming wisdom from wounds that you can share with other people. This is about your spiritual path that you're on now. And what a week to kick it off, Aquarius. This is about truth and transformation. This is about a spiritual breakthrough, which completely describes Uranus and Gemini. So I hope that you're feeling this energy, Aquarius, that you just lovingly let go of anything in the past that you need to, and welcome in the next steps. And I do hope that helps. I find it fascinating. And as an Aquarius rising, I resonate. If you don't, check out your rising sign, maybe your moon. There are timestamps. Thank you for being here. Sending you peace. All right, Pisces. Here we are. In your trapped mind, this is all about how to break a rut. What's going on? You feel pretty balanced, but deep in your intuition, you know, like, hey, what else is out there for me? Some of you are getting big downloads, ancestral ties, visions, dreams, experiences, like spiritual experiences you've never had before. And that is causing you to think, what am I doing? There's more to my life. In your unconscious mind, I think you want this spiritual balance. You want more in your life. There's some guilt, shame, denial going on that's weighing your heart down. And that's something to think about. It has you in your cluttered mind feeling stuck, where you need a pause. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're trying, in a way, there's a lot of balance here for the balance of scales, the hanged man, just, being patient, being balanced. But what this is doing in your scattered mind is just really causing a lot of blocks, delays, sadness, some of you like a sense of depression. And in your screaming mind, you're really wanting to take charge. You are wanting to tell somebody a thing or two. You want to be sharp with your tongue because you're getting tired of this rut. You're tired of the same old thing, and deep inside you know that. You want to achieve more balance in your life, and you're asking yourself, how can I really balance this out and get out of this rut? And this is you wanting to find the truth about the situation. In your calm Buddha mind is the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. So what is happening here is you're coming out of your cocoon. You're realizing these aha moments of what will bring balance to not only your life but your heart. And you're going to have some deep truths to speak about, to reveal, to talk about, to share, and to hear. And that is going to help you move forward in a very dramatic, fast, passionate way where you're no longer stuck. Not at all. You're ready for something that really lights you up. Again, it is a big aha moment for you. And it's the kind of question of what helps me lead an empowered life. Not only balanced, but empowered. Let's get an Alchemy Oracle card for you, Pisces. And it's sticking out at me. Ah, you can do it. Archangel Michael is here for protection, to help you empower your life, to get out of this rut, to know you are safe to do so, to grow out of the cocoon, go on your spiritual path, journey, the healing, the letting go, all that a full moon brings, all that culmination. Let it go so this new passionate life can come in. And again, Archangel Michael assists with cord cutting, the things that you have to let go of. Now you can do this by physically cutting yarn, cord, or you can do it through meditation in your mind. But know that you're protected and you need to let go of things, and that Archangel Michael is here to bring in courage, strength, assertion. You are no longer the hanged man. You are now being helped to clear your mind, body, and spirit of any negativity. So all positive thinking and speaking, protection is here for you to come out and fly like a butterfly. All right, Pisces, I love that for you. And as I pause, I'm sorry. There's always things I leave out of readings that are rolling around in my mind. So if I have left anything out, you all, come catch a live and we'll talk about it. I'm live Tuesdays and Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for watching this entire video, checking out all your different aspects of your chart and messages. I hope you have a great week. Peace.